Warning! In this video you'll learn about a new deck, which means you have more work to prepare yourselves for upcoming tournaments. Don't be late.
Good luck. TCG Zapdos, he does a very good job as well. Very helpful for newer and experienced players alike, so check him out.
And TCG Zapdos, great shows with episodes and great editing, and if you like the Pokemon trading card game, check out their videos.
I just wanna play cards in the TCG world, coming from within, man, tell them what you heard. It's about making decks with your heart and with your mind. You will find the conclusion, creating and testing to defeat everyone and teach them a great lesson. And they're probably stressing, can't buy enough EXs than playing decks that they hate. But some cheap decks are sweet, so it's too bad people think they are weak. Step back and see. Stop thinking about expensive decks, start think about I play Donphan, I'm uncommon and I keep switching and I don't need forwards. I play Donphan and you want to win, but you just can't, cause I keep switching in. What's up YouTube, it's Zapdos TCG here, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 76. For the new subscribers of you that aren't familiar with my episodes, well, each week I make competitive episodes around a TCG topic that you guys can suggest. Usually it's about the new decks and the new cards. I review them, I give my personal opinion and strategies to help you guys out. This week we'll be checking out quite a cheap deck for the people that want to play in a new format but don't have the budget to buy the insanely expensive cards like Landorus EX or Seismitoad EX. It's Donphan. Wait, an uncommon from the Plasma Storm set is playable? Well, yes, thanks to the Furious Fist set, this card has become quite good and even has his own deck built around it. By the way, if you remember, my first episode I ever did was on Donphan Prime, so Donphan will always have a weak spot in my heart. Let me know if you remember that episode in the comment sections actually. Anyway, let's check out Donphan. It has 130 HP for a stage 1 Pokemon, which is awesome because that's actually a decent amount. We can even have more HP with the new Stadium card, but anyway, to his attacks. His first attack deals 40 damage with a spinning turn, it's called spinning turn, and then you can switch to a bench Pokemon. This might not seem very strong when you first look at it, but lucky for us, Furious Fist brings us strong energy and muscle band. So even in combination with the Fighting Stadium, you're dealing 100 damage for just 1 energy. And then you can switch to one of your tech Pokemon with awesome abilities, but I'll talk about those later. His second attack has the potential to deal 140 damage, but then you'll have to discard a Stadium card and play, and this can lead actually to 180 damage with Muscle Band and Strong Energy to knock out everything in your path. The thing you should know is that the damage added from Fighting Stadium still counts when you do the attack, but once you dealt the damage, it gets discarded. So quite a good uncommon card indeed, Donphan. The bad thing about Donphan though is its weakness to water, and the Seismitoad players will definitely like that, and also his huge retreat cost. So now to the possible tech cards for Donphan. Yeah, for this Donphan deck, since you switch out with spinning turn every turn, the possibilities are endless. You can go for an item block with Trevenant after you attack to lock your opponent in, just like a Seismitoad would do. So this is a cheap deck that actually has the chance to beat almost all the top decks if played correctly. A good thing to have is Float Stone in your deck, because then your Trevenant and stuff like that gets free retreat and you can switch them out back to your Donphan again to attack. Also, Float Stone can be used in certain situations to get Donphan out of the active spot when needed, although you lose the Muscle Band tool card with that. As well as other attacks I mentioned, we have Sigilyph, the first one. He got reprinted in the Plasma Free set as a secret rare, so it's still legal. His Safeguard ability states, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon by Pokemon EX. So an EX blocker after you attacked with Donphan can be awesome to stall, since most competitive decks use those powerful EXs. Another Pokemon with this ability is Suicune from the Plasma Blast set, so you still have enough options left. The thing you should know is that if people play Garbodor, they actually manage to get through those abilities once their Garbodor gets a tool card. So another thing to consider is running your Pyroar in your deck, because I'm not really a big fan of Pyroar in the deck in combination with Donphan, since you'll have 2 stage 1 Pokemon and it's better to use basics as your tag cards. And as I mentioned, Next up is Latias EX, which has the same effect as Safeguard, but then it only counts for blocking Pokemon with abilities, which is even more powerful in certain situations. Up next is Snorlax, which makes your opponent makes it so your opponent can't retreat, so they'll definitely be knocked out next turn if they don't have Switch. And there are actually a lot of tag cards, but you can use to actually make this deck really fun to play with. A tip I can give you is not to run every tag card out there, because that won't work. If you run Trevenant, you definitely cannot play a lot of other tag cards, since you'll lose quite a lot of space with that. So in short, we have our aggressive Donphan to kick some ass, and then we hide behind a Pokemon with the right ability to stall for us. It's simple and it works, but it actually doesn't play that well against Garbodor. For Garbodor matchups, I actually suggest running some Starling Megaphones to get those item cards, tool cards from that annoying trash Pokemon, as well as running some Lysander to catch around that Garbodor to the active position and to knock it out. So that way they'll lose that ability, that all abilities get ignored. Another thing you should be running is a lot of switches, since those stall Pokemon won't always have a Float Stone attached, and running switch is always good because it can help you with Hypnotoxic lasers and the good stuff that your opponent puts on you, that you can just use switch and prevent that situation. And maybe Keldeo EX might be a great option as well if you find room for it in this deck. Also, 4 Muscle Bands and 4 Strong Energies is a must to have yourself enough power to deal with other decks, and maybe some Hypnotoxic lasers as well. And then of course for the supporters, get yourself an 8 to 10 draw supporters, something like that. There's enough options. I prefer running 4N, 3 to 4 Juniper, and then 1 to 2 Carlos, since you do run those tech cards and they fill up your bench. And 4 Karinas is a must, since that's the perfect card to get out your resources, and yeah, it actually helps to evolve your Phanpy to Donphan really fast. It has the potential to do really well in the competitive tournaments as well, so let me know what you think about this cheap deck in the comment sections. And now let's go on to Poke News. Well, I have some neat stuff on my list this week, and we'll start it off with Spirit Link cards. Yeah, those special cards I mentioned will help certain Mega Pokemon. Here we have the Japanese scan of Gengar Spirit Link, which we'll get in the Phantom Forces set on November 5th. So what does the card actually do? It states when this Pokemon, when the Pokemon this card is attached to evolves into Mega Gengar EX, your turn doesn't end. So this means we'll be able to use those powerful Mega Gengar EXs without any drawbacks. Pretty sweet, huh? I predict some other Spirit Link cards as well to help out other Mega Pokemon. Gengar can be the only one. The thing I noticed is that it's a tool card, so if you go for the speedy way to Mega Evolve, you can use a Muscle Band later on. So I'm still not sure how good it'll be in the future. I guess we'll have to see and actually wait how the meta will change. Since it'll only be released at November 5th, so we don't have to worry about it too much at the moment. Also, the Phantom Forces set will get an epic looking Elite box. We see a Mega Gengar on the cover, and it'll be a nice collector's item to have. Inside we have 8 Phantom Forces booster packs, 65 Mega Gengar sleeves. There are extra sleeves for when a sleeve gets ripped or gets broken or stuff or damaged. And then we have 45 energies from like all the types. And then we have, not every type gets 45, it's like 45 energies in total. And then we have a Phantom Forces Player's Guide, 6 damage counter dice, a coin flip dice, 2 special condition markers, a collector's box to hold everything, and 4 dividers to keep it all organized. So if you're new and just starting out, this will be the ideal box for you, since it comes with everything you need, like energies and the good stuff, and dice and special condition markers and good stuff like that. Anyway, and lastly we have the Battle Arena decks, Xerneas versus Yveltal. It shows that the promo cards are Xerneas and Yveltal that were released in Japan as well with the 17 Pokemon movie last month. This product comes with a 2 60 card deck, and then 20 foil cards, 2 metallic coins, a 2 player mat, 2 deck boxes, 2 sets of damage counters, and a quick play guide. Actually, this product will be in stores to look out for on the 22nd of October. Next on my list is the Pokken Tournament, aka Pokemon Tournament. This is a fighting game that we were expecting and the graphics look really awesome. The makers of Tekken are involved in this game, so that's awesome. It's an insane new Pokemon project, so we'll be seeing those in the arcades in Japan around 2015. Hopefully Nintendo will bring this to the rest of the world as a Wii U game. Otherwise they're making a big mistake, because I'm actually a huge fan of fighting games. I played Dragon Ball Z, Tekken, Mortal Kombat, so a fighting game like that will actually be really sweet in my collection. So we're expecting a lot of fighting Pokemon in this game, but maybe we can have others, other types, since those can pack a punch as well. And lastly we have Pokemon TCG Treasure Tin, which will hit the stores in November. And this is a metal case to celebrate the release of Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire on November 5th. And inside it will come with 3 holographic cards, Trico, Torchic and Mudkip, so the starters. And also you'll get 5 booster packs, probably Furious Fist packs mixed with Phantom Forces packs, since it'll be released as well. Also you'll get a coin, 2 sticker sheets featuring legendary Pokemon, probably Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon, so the new forms of those legendary Pokemons. A mini album to store cards is also in here, and a notepad and 4 pencils with unique Pokemon designs. And that's it for another episode, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, be sure to click that like button, because your support means the world to me and it gives me the motivation to make more competitive TCG videos for you guys. And you can click here to subscribe if you want, that way you'll stay updated about everything that's going on in the TCG metagame. And lastly, I want to thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a nice day, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Peace! Hi! If you haven't checked out the previous episode, you should definitely take a look. It's a summary of the World Championships of 2014. Also, if you like booster openings, I have those as well on my channel, and I recently opened the Furious Fist booster box and got some pretty neat stuff. And if you like TCG Online, I did a match last video and tested out Seismitoad EX in all its glory. It's a really great deck because it can create an item block. Check that out.